Alright, let's begin. Hello everyone, and welcome to BHC Studios, and welcome to my latest video as we look at the brand new portable camera pouches from Wotancraft. Now we've seen these pouches, but in black and as well as in a ripstop material. This time it comes in leather, as you can see. Now I did ask Wotancraft when they made the black here. So here are the black ones right here. Kind of hard to see, but beautiful. Great pouches. Check out my video where I go through all the different sizes. But I did ask them, hey, I would love to see it in a khaki colorway, sort of like this. But instead, they went all out. It made leather versions. Now they have both the brown and the black, and they have them in all the sizes here. So this is a small, this is the medium, and then they call this the ML. So I guess that's halfway between medium and large, and then they have the large one. And as I showed in my other video, when you see it like here, I'll show you like from this view like this. So put it on its side, I guess you can call it. And let's just move this camera out of the way. From here, they don't look that vastly different. Now these two here are unique in that the little lash points that you attach to, you can put a strap on here. So if you have the lash points here, the bag is like deeper than it is taller. Where these two here, the lash points are straight up on the small and the medium like this. So they're straight up this way. So they do carry a little bit better with straps. And so if you are thinking of carrying, let's say, a camera, you want it to open kind of more traditionally like this, and the camera is this way like this, I think the medium size is probably the better way to go. But personally for me, I like the ML size, this size right here. So let's look. I have cameras in all of these, so we're going to go through each one of these sizes. And again, they do come in both black and the brown, but I prefer the brown because I just prefer the look of these ones, and they look beautiful inside other bags. And so, like I showed in the other video, if you have a bag that's not a camera bag, but you still want to carry some camera gear, I love to organize myself. And of course, you don't need to put cameras in any of these. You could put film, you could put lenses, you could put, your DOP kit, however you want to use it. But I'm going to just show you how you can put stuff in it. So this is the small right here, and it is in leather. It is $79. In the standard black version, it's $39. So there is a bit of a premium, but again, you're paying for the leather. Something like a small film point and shoot or digital point and shoot. So right here is a Nikon 35 Ti. No problem, easily fits inside the small pouch right here. And again, watch the other video if you want to see me putting other things. But I put Ricoh GR1 in here. I put small digital point shoots. Easily fits inside this small size. Number 2, right here. So this is the ML. Now, in leather, it seems like the medium is actually bigger than the ML. I mean, the shape is a little bit different, meaning you would assume that it's this way, right? Because again, the opening is on the side here, right? So the way it holds, see how you kind of think it would hang this way, but it doesn't. It hangs this way, right? So you can see these two here. I feel that the medium is actually bigger than the ML, but the way you carry it's a little bit different. So let's look inside here, and this is how I've been carrying it. I've been putting my Deluxe 8. The flash kind of fits on the side. The strap can also kind of tuck in here, but this is what the ML size fits. Easily the Deluxe 8 in a half case, and then the flash kind of sits here. Strap can kind of fit along here as well, but what I've been doing is I've been attaching a strap, specifically this camo strap here, and with these lash points, you just put the Peak design, and I've been carrying this around kind of like my neck, so I have a backpack on my back, and then if I want quicker access, instead of having the camera out and around my neck, if it's raining or if you're in an area where you think, it's nice to kind of put my camera away, this does look kind of fancy as well though, but I think a lot of it is just protection. It's nice to just have this around your neck and have this strap. And if you are using Peak design, the connectors here, you can also attach it to the camera. So if you take it out of the case, then you can put this and still use this as a strap for this, right? So that's what I have in here. And then on the M side, again, like I said, it feels bigger. I have the M10R with the 21 Super Angulon in here. But I think, here, let's just do this now. You could easily switch from one to the other. You can just as easily put the Deluxe 8 in here. See that? But it just feels bigger in here. I can't explain it. Again, the shape is just a bit different between the two. Just as easy fit this way, and let's just see. Now this one here, it can't fit in this way because it's a little bit, see the shape of it? It's a little like a semicircle, so it would fit like this. See that? So yes, it'll fit in this way, but it feels tighter. I could probably force it to fit. There you go. I could force it to fit, right? But I just feel that this medium is slightly bigger than the ML size. And also, as I mentioned, the lash points here, it seems kind of more natural because it's thinner this way, right? So in terms of even using a strap, this probably will kind of hug your body better. So if I were to choose between these two, even though oddly enough I said I actually prefer this one, I would recommend the M size versus the ML size. Go to the website. They show you like what things can fit in either of these sizes, both the Cordura version and the leather versions. But I think these two are probably going to be the most popular. And then finally, you got the L size. Now here, you could put like a big body but without a lens. Or this does actually come with a divider, and what I did was actually put something like this. I have the 21mm Summilux M's, which is a pretty chunky M mount lens that easily fits in one half, and in this other half, I just have an M4 with the 50 collapsible. That actually, it kind of, you can see it, it sticks out a little bit, so it's not flush, but there's enough flexibility, obviously, because this is not a rigid case, that you could close it, right, like this. So you could carry it like this. You could carry another body this way. Not that I wouldn't recommend it, but it's not ideal. I would, again, let's just move stuff around here. This could, if the M10R can easily fit in this way, then clearly something like a M4 with a collapse of 50 can easily fit in here, right? My 28 Summicron, no. It'll push up against it, but definitely something collapsible or a small lens can easily fit this way here. So let's see if I put this here like this. Now let's see if I could put this in here. I think it'd be a little bit tight. It'll fit, but this digital M is definitely bigger than the film M, and now you can see it really sticks out, and see it's a bit tight. I can, again, force it to fit, right? But why force it? I mean, if push came to shove and you're packing this and you're traveling, sure, you can make it fit, but I would say it's a little tight to carry it this way here. But there is, as you can see, quite a bit more space. But again, it would have been more natural for me if this hung this way. But I understand the way the stitching and the rope works this way here, it hangs better like this, right? So this is the large. And so if you look at the pricing, the small is $79 US, medium is, sorry, the medium is this one here, is $99 US. The ML is $109 US, and then the large here is $129. Now, if we're going to compare these to the Cordura, so the non-leather version, it's $39, $49, $59, and $69. So you are paying a premium, obviously, for leather. Definitely feels very luxuriant. Let me just grab it here. The Cordura versions also have the leather up here. So the design is very similar. Let's just put them all next to each other. The black is hard to see. All right, so let's line these all up here and here. So these are the Cordura equivalents. Now the smalls look and feel very similar. I still think that the leather looks a little bit bigger still. And in the black Cordura, I have just a Rico GR, the limited edition one right there. All right, and then in the ML right here, I have X100F. Easy fits in here like this, but as you saw, I could put an M with a flat lens as well, but this is the ML right here. Now, even between these two, I'm looking at the ML. I think what they did was, because the leather is thicker, they made it a little bit bigger than the Cordura version, but ultimately I think in the inside, it feels like the leather is slightly bigger on the inside as well. And I think it's most noticeable with the medium size. So this is a medium Cordura, and this is the medium in leather. Can you tell it's a lot? It looks a lot thicker, doesn't it? And so in here, what I have is what I put. Oh, I just like put a lens, right? So this is the Thighpoc 21 f1.4. mismatching lens hood, but you can use this to store lenses, or like I said, you can use this as like a mini dop kit if you want. They all have the little lash points, so you can attach a strap to it if you wanted to. And then here is the large, and as I mentioned, like something like an SL without a lens can easily fit inside this way here, or an M mount straight down, but with a larger lens will easily fit inside the large. But again, even the large, if you look at it, right? It feels like the leather version is definitely slightly bigger. Makes sense because the material is thicker, but I also feel the inside cavity is slightly thicker. So again, let's go over the price again. So $39.79 US, ML 59 for the Cordura, 109 for the leather, and then the medium size is 49 for the Cordura and 99 for the leather. And then finally for the largest size, it's $69 for the Cordura and $129 for the leather. So it's almost double, a little bit less than double the price, but again, that makes sense. And I was gonna just show you one more thing. This is the camera guard. They didn't make a leather version of it, but I actually do like it. In here, like oftentimes I'll actually put like an M mount lens on here and use it as a kind of like if it was a little bit raining, I would put my cameras in here. So right now is my film M7 with the 40M Rokkor, but you could put like any kind of M mount body in here. You could put an X Pro 3, but again, it has to be a smaller lens because it gives you this much space. It'd be cool to see a leather version, and also there's a removable pouch in the back here. So I like shooting like this when I want to kind of cover my camera when I'm out and about, but right now it's only available in the Cordura canvas, and this is $79 US. Also, I do have one black leather version of the new leather portable camera pouches, and I did, as I mentioned, the ML is sort of like my favorite size. Obviously this can hold bigger, but I just have the GR3 in a Angelo Pelle case, neck strap, and a square hood on here. A bit overkill, but as you can see, if you have this and then you have their parachuter strap and then using the Peak Design connectors, it's a very luxurious looking kind of a small camera case. And so obviously I think something like this or something like this, you could definitely, if you were a minimalist, you can use this as a daily minimalist bag. You put your film in here, you could put your flash, you could put a lens, and definitely you could do that with something like this. And then you could take the straps off and then throw it into your bag. And so this is the black version here. It'd be cool if they even made some, maybe I'll ask them, is to make limited edition matching, because I've had them make the black Cordura version with red, sort of like, and I gave them as gifts to my friends over at Leica. It'd be cool to have a matching strap and all the poles and everything in red as well. What do you guys think? But yeah, I think the black looks cool, but I mean, come on guys, the brown, right? And then finally, as I've showed you before, this is like the camera pouch. This was part of the holiday giveaway. So having something small, I guess, was a Rollei 35 in here. There's no protection, there's no padding compared to these other ones, but it does have a lobster clasp on the back. It does have some MOLLE, or you can, I guess put your belt through it or attach it onto the side or outside of a bag. I actually do like these. These are a lot cheaper as well. And so this is another option if you wanted. But if you want something a bit nicer, obviously something like this is nice, but no MOLLE, no lobster clasp, but it does have these lash points. You could attach hand straps or straps or something like that, and it does have that extra zippered section here. You could put lens caps or memory cards or something like that. So move these out of the way for now. And what I wanted to show is, this is the new Rider series, the V2. I actually been really enjoying the Mini Rider V2 a lot. I've used it, I took it with me to Europe and I used it all over Europe. But when I do need to carry stuff, they do have the insert that you can put in here and make it more into a camera bag. But oftentimes I'm carrying half gear and half like EDC stuff. I have my journals, I might have a water bottle. So sometimes having a bag that's overly organized for you just for camera gear doesn't work for me. So having something like this, you could actually fit all, here, let's line them all up here. If you wanted to, you could fit all of these bags in here like this. And kind of like this, right? So if you want to self-organize, now this makes no sense, because now it's like, well, why don't you just use an organizer? And that's true, right? Organizer with dividers is a better way to do it. But let's just say you just did have like this, right? Or maybe just two of these like this. and then you put your journal, you put your water bottle and stuff like that. You can use it partially as a camera bag, and then when you wanted to shoot, take one of these out, and then you can have any of these Wotancraft straps that have the Peak Design connectors. So this is like an all leather with a taper. I actually love this one a lot. Even have a BHT on this one right here, and this one here, the parachuter, also have got them to, so you can ask them. I think it's free. Double check, but you can get them to put up to 3 letters onto your leather strap. But these things on here look fantastic. So you pull this out, put a strap on, and now you just have a camera kind of around your neck, right? Or you could just have a single connector and have this kind of dangling off your neck. And then whenever you need access to whatever you have in here, including if you just have film in here, or if it's like your pencil case or your dop kit, you can make this into your little portable dop kit, film holder, whatever you put in here. So these are the new portable camera pouches. You got the large, you have the ML, but again, I think it just depends on what you put in there. I feel like in the leather, the M actually feels bigger than the ML, even though technically maybe that this is slightly bigger, but because of this little taper, you see that taper there, I feel that this is more squared up when you open it up, and because it's more square, it's a lot easier to just kind of pull stuff in and out. And so even though I said I prefer carrying this, see how this one here just kind of squeezes in here? But this one here, you put it like this, right? Now it feels like there's actually more room in here to put, maybe even to kind of wrap your strap on the on the face here. So it feels bigger. Maybe it's not. And then here, again, this only fits in this way. And then I put my flash kind of tucked in here like this, and I just kind of carry this around like this, like that, for my daily. And so these are all 4 sizes, 2 colors, and here's the luxuriant blacks. This actually, this looks really nice. I think maybe camera girl will want this. And if you get it with one of these straps, I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks like a great, if you're flying, going on a plane, or you just need something just small enough to just carry just your if you're a minimalist and you want the very essentials, I think one, or like any of the large, medium, or ML, any of these 3 with a strap, I think makes a lot of sense. And maybe with this little guy here, maybe just having one of those single ones and then kind of like a neck strap and have this as quick access. But these are the new bags here. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out my other video where I showed the Cordura versions of these and what I put inside. I have all the affiliate links down below. Thanks for watching, and happy shooting. Peace.